Stop covering up your wars. Mom looks confused. She looks like she's been abducted by aliens. The happiest moment for Costy was receiving a letter from her fiancé filled with love and longing. It was just so sweet. There was also a photo in the envelope, a memento from before Mona went to France. It's her little nostalgia. But as time went on, things got out of hand, and the girl intended to reply to her fiancé. But suddenly she vomited on the street. The worst script was unfolding. Luckily, no one noticed, because in this conservative village, being caught out of wedlock is a gold medal of shame. She anxiously arrived at the post office, trying to hide her discomfort, looking like a nervous bunny. But the old lady nearby seemed to notice something, and sure enough, back home Costy was even more of a mess, spewing like a fountain. When her sister heard the noise and tried to check on her, she was met with Costy's furious cry. She really wanted no one to know, not even family, but with her belly growing, it was impossible to keep this under wraps. To hide her pregnancy, she wrapped her belly tight with white cloth, though it still didn't escape the watchful eye. But this method could be fatal for the fetus, as this pregnancy is anything but legitimate. If villagers found out her condition, it'd be like 1,000 arrows piercing her heart, terrifying in this conservative village. Yet unexpectedly, she received a letter from the battlefield, sent from Mona in France. Costy went to the beach with the letter, as if trying to liberate her tense belly. She was really ready to. The letter was filled with her fiancé's longing and the harsh realities of the front line. It was as emotional as a dazzling firework display. In moments of despair, no one knew if death would come at any second. Only memories and dreams held the courage to keep living. Watching friends fall one by one, no amount of willpower can withstand such cruel reality. Meanwhile, the girl's sister came to find her and spotted Costy's white bandages. What a surprise! Under her sister's constant questioning, the younger sister confessed but must still hide it from Mom. When her sister saw Costy's protruding belly, she wasn't too shocked, because she knew the baby must be Mona's. However, there were plenty of secrets involved. Unexpectedly, they ran into a soldier on their way home. This guy was her sister's boyfriend, and also Mona's buddy from the battlefield, but he came back missing an arm. When Costy inquired as to why Mona had not come back, the man found it impossible to keep his emotions in check, hinting at the presence of an untold story. So, is he still alive? I truly feel sorry for him. Found letter 3C is circumflex -3 half-0 U circumflex micro letter 3C a tilde divided by pan and tender retroflex quarter mod 3 pan computer pan micro divided by a tilde divided by death had given letter 3C U a quarter a grove micro gave pan sign hoping it would serve as a quarter a grove letter 3C wishing pan and guard letter 3C U acute letter FE micro ensure pan sign a quarter a tilde acute and delta plus or minus Chinese letter. But now, all their beautiful fantasies were shattered, and the girl returned home in tears. Their dream of going to America was dashed. Everything turned to dust, plunging Costy into deep anguish, while her mother holding her seemed to realize something from her daughter's condition. That evening, Mom asked her eldest daughter cautiously if she knew her sister was pregnant, but she intended to hide it. Little did they know that they couldn't escape the watchful eyes, but right now, no one knew the baby in her belly wasn't the fiancé's. Next morning, Mom knew it was time to handle the situation, so she woke her sleeping daughter up, ready to take her to England. They needed to escape this traditional religious village and have the baby, while Mom, being a Christian, naturally held some blame for her daughter's mistakes. She even thought the fiancé forced her, but Costy didn't want her mom questioning Mona's character. In her internal struggle, after enduring a period of inner turmoil and conflict, she ultimately confessed that the child was Mona's, and the truth was far more complicated than she had ever imagined. As for whether others knew, perhaps only the village doctor who treated her that night was aware, but luckily he didn't know she was pregnant. While the family discussed strategy, Costy got emotional and her water broke serious. Clearly, the child was coming early, a full 2 months ahead, so Mom immediately took action and told her eldest daughter to get things ready. But she never expected the chief to enter then, and misfortunes never come singly. keep the situation steady, Mum told the sister to calm Costy while she anxiously stepped out to greet the chief. It was all on her. If the scandal got out, the village gossip would spread like wildfire, stirring the entire town. The chief was there for Costy. He had brought a Bible, wanting to pray for the fallen soldier alongside their family while comforting Costy's hurting heart. And since Mum was quick-witted, she lied that the baby was still sleeping and that they would mourn for the fallen soldier in a few days. She hurriedly shooed the chief away and rushed back to her daughter, as the situation was getting urgent and they needed to act immediately. While instructing her eldest to prepare warm water, she encouraged her younger daughter to relax, and after much agony, they finally heard the baby cry. Subtitled, they gave birth to a healthy baby boy, but the situation suddenly changed when Costy wanted to cuddle her own child. Surprisingly, her mother refused to give her the baby, but finally agreed after her daughter's pleading. Even though she had no idea who the baby's biological father actually was, and in spite of the fact that it went against her conservative religious beliefs, Costy still firmly wanted to keep her son. Mom was very sensitive to family honor and couldn't bear criticism. With the child after leaving, he would be seen as a fallen woman. It's not my fault, Mom. It doesn't matter. Trust me. I'll take care of him. If you treat this baby as your own, your life will be over. If you want to hear more stories, please subscribe to our channel.